Baseball. It's a game of inches. A game where the smallest hesitation, the slightest misread, can change everything. And on a cold Friday night in Toronto, in front of a roaring crowd ready to celebrate a championship, one single play silenced an entire nation. The Blue Jays were just moments away from forcing extra innings, or maybe, just maybe, walking it off to claim glory. But in an instant, one bad read, as Addison Barger called it, ended Game 6 of the World Series and pushed this epic battle to an all-or-nothing Game 7. Off the bat, Barger thought it was a sure thing. Andrés Giménez ripped a line drive that looked destined to fall right over the shortstop's head. The crack of the bat, the crowd's roar, the adrenaline, it all screamed, "Go!" Barger took off, rounding second, eyes locked on home plate, hoping to score the tying run. But then, out of nowhere, Dodgers left fielder Enrique Hernández sprinted forward, stretched out his glove, and made the catch of the night. A perfect throw to Miguel Rojas at second base, and just like that, the Blue Jays were doubled off to end Game 6. From jubilation to heartbreak in a single second. After the game, Barger stood at his locker, surrounded by reporters, visibly frustrated. "I was pretty surprised he got to it," he said. "Off the bat, I thought it was going to go over the shortstop's head. I didn't think it was going to travel that far. It was kind of a bad read." Moments earlier, it seemed like Barger was about to be the hero. He had doubled off the left center field wall, a rocket shot that had fans on their feet. As he rounded second, the ball got lodged at the base of the wall, and both Hernández and Justin Dean signaled for a ground rule double. The umpires ruled accordingly. Barger was sent back to second, and pinch runner Miles Straw moved to third. The stage was set. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, and the Jays lineup ready to make history. Then came Giménez, one of the most consistent hitters in Toronto's lineup. He swung hard, connected, and everyone in the stadium thought it was dropping in shallow left. But Hernández had other plans. Even Blue Jays infielder Kiner-Falefa, watching from the dugout, was convinced it was a base hit. "I thought it was getting down 1,000%, he said, shaking his head. Blue Jays manager John Schneider called it one of the toughest endings he's ever witnessed. He told reporters, "It's a tough read. Hernández playing shallow, 1 out, you're thinking score. He made a really good play. Good throw, good play by Rojas too. Wild, wild way to finish it." That final out didn't just end the game, it flipped the emotional script of the World Series. Toronto went from potential champions to preparing for a do-or-die Game 7. Still, the message in the locker room wasn't defeat, it was resilience. This team has been through adversity all season long, from a last-place finish just a year ago to now standing on the brink of baseball immortality. The 2025 Blue Jays refused to fold. Inside that quiet clubhouse, players weren't sulking, they were reloaning. Kiner-Falefa summed it up best. Every time there's a loss like this, you ask yourself, how are we going to come back? To have the opportunity to play Game 7 in Toronto, at home, it's a dream come true. For Bo Bichette, the focus is already forward. "I anticipate us doing everything we can to win. There'll be a lot of adrenaline. We're going to show up to win." And for Davis Schneider, this moment is something out of childhood imagination. "I dreamed of this," he said with a smile. "Game 7, bases loaded, 2 outs. It's the kind of thing you live for." Hopefully we're up 15-0 though. The players know what's at stake. They also know that legends aren't made in comfort. They're made in moments like this. So here it is. The stage is set for one of the most anticipated Game 7s in recent history. The Blue Jays turn to veteran ace Max Scherzer, 41 years old, making perhaps the most important start of his legendary career. Across the diamond, the Dodgers are expected to counter with none other than Shohei Ohtani, on short rest. The same Ohtani who has dominated this postseason both on the mound and at the plate. This is more than a baseball game. It's a clash of eras. Scherzer, the seasoned warrior with decades of experience, Ohtani, the generational phenomenon rewriting the game itself. Dodgers manager Roberts confirmed after Game 6 that everyone will be available, Glasnow, Sasaki, even Ohtani, except for Yamamoto. Every arm, every swing, every inch of momentum. It all comes down to this. The Jays' young star Trey Yesevich, who dazzled in Game 5, will also be ready out of the bullpen. The 22-year-old said he'd pitch in any role if it helps the team. If the people who make the decision think it's a good idea, I'm all for it. From the veteran ace to the rookie phenomenon, Toronto's pitching depth is locked in. From last place a year ago to the cusp of glory, the Blue Jays story has been nothing short of incredible. As Game 7 looms, baseball fans everywhere are asking, can the Jays recover from that heartbreak? Barger's mistake might have ended Game 6, but it also could fuel Game 7. Teams that survive moments like that often come back stronger, more focused, and more dangerous. In sports, redemption stories are powerful, and nothing writes a redemption story better than the World Series. If Scherzer can dig deep one last time, if Barger can erase the ghosts of that final play, if the Jays can channel their pain into purpose, Toronto might just witness one of the greatest comebacks in franchise history. So here it is. The stage is set, the lights are bright, and everything comes down to one final game. Game 7. Dodgers versus Blue Jays. Legends will rise, dreams will be shattered, and history will be made. Who will lift the trophy? Who will write their name into baseball immortality? We'll find out soon enough. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video, comment your prediction for Game 7, and subscribe for full coverage right after the final pitch. This is the World Series, and this is baseball at its finest.